7:17 on this Tuesday morning. It's a beautiful morning, and I know for a lot of folks waking up to the chirping of birds, Lou and Janae, you can appreciate that. The beauty that is backyard birding as you join us here for the Wildbird General Store. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you
Nice
Great to see you both.
Appreciate being here.
Off the bat, I have to ask, our backyard overrun with birds, but they're not necessarily the type you want to sit and watch or listen to. We got a magpie issue. Can you attract more beautiful birds to your backyard than the lowly magpie?
Oh, you can. There are over 400 species in Alberta.
Really?
However, only a very small fraction would go to bird feeders.
Okay.
And some of them will come only in the summer, some will come only in the winter, and then there's a few of them that will actually overlap, winter and summer.
Really? Okay, well, I love what you've set up here. You're going to give us a few tips on attracting some of these, the 400 species you talk about. Now, you've brought in some let's say, candid examples, some props, some stuffed animals that'll give us an idea of what we can attract. What sort of species are we talking about here?
Well, the chickadee, of course, everybody knows the chickadee. They're most widely distributed. There are a number of woodpeckers that'll come to feeders.
Okay, is this the woodpecker here?
This is the big fellow. This is the pileator.
And these, I should hold this up nice and close to me. So this is what it actually sounds like, eh?
They do, and they're large, and they're pretty widespread in it, actually.
Really, the woodpeckers?
And
okay.
That's one of his favorite foods.
Okay, so yeah, well, let's go
Suet,
species by species here. So if you want to attract a woodpecker, this is the type of thing you need to hang from your tree here.
Absolutely, yes.
And what is this made of? Is this like almost like a candied?
No, it's suet. It's fat, animal fat.
Oh, okay.
And it's rendered.
And it's on a pine cone is inside here.
And is that what the woodpecker especially goes after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
What is
it's
this
his
bird
form of
here?
suet,
What's
too.
this here?
That's a white-breasted nuthatch.
A white-breasted nuthatch. And
Now
that sounds like
this fellow actually goes on trees upside down. That's his specialty.
Really?
But he will come to feeders, and this is the sort of feeders they'd come to. This gives you an idea of the variety of seed and food. We actually in the store have about 64 different kinds of seed and food.
And depending on which bird you're trying to attract.
Well, there's quite a bit of overlap, but there's certainly some food items that'll be very specific. For example, for the finches. The finches have very specific foods.
I love that. I'm enjoying the sounds here. The sound of the finch here.
That's actually working. That's good.
Rather understated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you attract a finch to your yard?
Finch, you have finch seed, Niger,
Finch seed.
and millet.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
If you look carefully in here, you will see a millet in there, the very light colored one.
Okay.
That's for the finches. And
Yeah, this is the finch.
that's the finch food there.
Oh, I see.
Very
Okay.
tiny, and it can fit. If you look at that yellow finch feeder.
Yeah,
Very
this one
small
right here?
holes.
Okay.
To suit
Now,
this
the small holes, this is because my next question was going to be, how do you keep, from attracting, let's say, mice to your backyard, or how do you keep the squirrels from getting into the bird
Well,
feeders?
the squirrels will be at every feeder. There are certain ways that you can actually have a squirrel baffle to keep them out. That's fine, because if you put a baffle on a post, it just can't get by there.
Is a baffle exactly what it
It's around
sounds
the
like?
post.
It baffles the squirrel.
Well,
You can't figure out how to get around
however,
it.
if you put the feeder underneath a tree or close to a building, then the baffle won't work. In which case, we have other feeders which are called squirrel busters.
Yeah.
Squirrel busters.
I've got one right
Okay.
here. Pull it out.
Well, the squirrel busters will actually close the food supply when a squirrel comes on.
Really?
But if the birds are on, they're not heavy enough.
It's like a smart feeder.
Exactly. It stays open.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
love this. Today's going to give us a shot here of the squirrel buster.
buster.
Look at that. That's quite an involved piece of equipment there. So that'll keep the squirrels out and the birds visiting.
Yeah.
I love this. This is just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to learn more about what they do at the Wildbird General Store, be sure to check out the Inside BT link at breakfasttelevision.ca. Thank you both for joining us. This is, I mean, the art of backyard birding. Very cool here in Edmonton. Who knew 400 species?
Yeah, but only a small fraction will come to your feeder.
Okay, well then you got to do it right, and these are the two to check in
And the big
with.
challenge is to identify all 400 species.
I like that. You got to get the book, right?
Yeah, you have to work at it.
There you have it.
It's not easy.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right,
Great to
thank
see
you.
you as always. We're back with more right after this. Bridget Ryan on deck. The news team ready to go as well on this Tuesday morning.